Welcome back. You're watching the Union Budget Special 2024 with me, Nivedna Prabhu. Just before the break, we saw what the young creative minds of St. Xavier's College in Mumbai had to tell my colleague Abhishek Avasthe. But as far as management students are concerned, in fact, one of the premium institutes, IIM Bengaluru, what do they think? What are their expectations? Are there particular sectors that they're looking forward to in terms of not just expectations, but pretty much what we've seen in the past years? They have definitely very interesting insights while they spoke with my colleague Neha Hebbale. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to this special edition on Mirror Now, where we are at the prestigious Indian Institute of Management in Bangalore. Talking to us today are the young minds who are going to be the future, shaping the country tomorrow. And we're going to get from them today what are their expectations from the Finance Minister as she presents her budget again. Guys, thank you so much for speaking to me on Mirror Now. I'm going to start with you. What are your expectations from this union budget?
Well, many things would be said about new tax regime, old tax regime and the tax relief. But a certain sector is being neglected, which is railway sector. Despite the recent advancement like the Vande Bharat trains, economic corridor, still the safety of the passenger is a major concern.
In 2022 budget, the government has scraped off the very prestigious scholarship which was KVPY. So the government, I think, should incentivize people who follow science, because ultimately science does not give you results in like 5 years, 6 years. It requires a lot of input. So I think government should be focusing more on that. And most of my friends I know, they prefer to go abroad rather than pursue research in India. So I think that is very alarming for our country.
Interesting point that she's pointed out there about how several people, in fact, choose to go abroad. So essentially suggesting that more should be done in the field of research within the country. Over to you, sir.
The main problem right now in the economy is that there is slowdown in consumption. And in the past few years, government has increased public investment, but then the private investment has not picked it up. The private sector as such need to increase in its investment. And there we need better skilled labor to increase that. And
Correct.
for that we will need more job creation and more education.
It's very important for this government to make education more accessible and affordable for the people. One thing that we are hearing a lot, and that should be a focus for this budget, is tax exemption on educational services. For example, especially for the people who are below poverty line or come from not so successful families.
What I personally find very disappointing is that in major developing countries, at least 6% of their budget goes into the education department, whereas it is for us, it is very abysmally low. So I would like to see the budget expansion happening in the education sector. And personally, I have worked with underprivileged kids, so I know that the education level when it comes to rural India is very bad, and that is something that has not been improved on since our independence. So many decades have gone by, but the primary education in the rural parts of India, it's very disappointing, and that is something we need to change ASAP. Right now. That needs to work right now.
Unemployment, is it still a big fear that looms large over students' minds while they're still studying?
Yeah, it is a big reason that whenever we students, when we are in the postgraduate programs, we also think about how we would get employment after our educational career in the society. One report said that 91% of engineering students, they are unemployable. So we need to work on that skill development.
India is typically an agrarian economy still. And around 50% of our population still works in the agriculture sector, which contributes to only 15% of India's GDP. Scaling up the education part is important, but education level takes time to reap benefits. So according to that, we also need some semi-skilled and unskilled jobs that are created in some sectors where people can be employable.
There is a mismatch of what we are studying and what the on-job, on-field job is requiring. That is where the government can support industries in terms of, financing with activities, with training, so that we become more employable.
Okay.
I think reservations have long remained a very contentious topic, especially among the student community. And already about 50% of the seats are usually reserved for EWS or the caste-based categories. So now if there would be region-based reservation as well, people would be highly disincentivized to continue studying or working in India, because India is a secular state, but this is regionalism at
Absolutely.
its peak.
Yeah.
So students would prefer if merit is the sole criterion for at least the job market.
Until now, we are focused on growth, to capitalize that it will create good jobs. But now focus should be on creating good jobs, which will in turn drive the growth of our country.
Okay.
There's this distinction between growth and development. So government should focus more on development rather than growth. So in growth, we just measure it in financial terms, or maybe in terms of like profit, market share and all.
Yeah.
But when we talk about development, that means how inclusive it is, how diverse it is.
Absolutely.
So I feel that is the main focus, that it should be the government focus should be on economic development rather than economic growth.
All right, thank you so much to all of you. And well, those were the students there of IIMB today talking to us about their expectations from the union budget. And well, of course, you know, one thing that we've managed to find a common thread there is unemployment, jobs and upskilling. That's what the focus of the budget should be, is what the young minds have to say. In Bengaluru, with video journalist Pradeep, this is Neha Hebale signing off for Mirror Now.